Welcome you all. My name is Ashwini Pawar. I am a student pursuing BSc program from Shri Shivaji Science College, Amravati. This seminar is of Department of Chemistry and my seminar topic is liquid drop model guided by A.S. Burghate ma'am. Contents of my topic: liquid drop model, postulates of liquid drop model, comparing nucleus with liquid drop, advantages of liquid drop model, limitations of liquid drop model, Bohr-Wheeler theory of nuclear fission. Liquid drop model. Liquid drop model is statistical in nature and was developed by N. Bohr and J. Wheeler in 1936 and independently by Frankel on this basis of certain assumption. Postulates of liquid drop model. Nucleus is a homogeneous entity consisting of certain numbers of protons and neutrons. Each nucleon interacts strongly with all its neighbors. Consider the collective motion of all the nucleons. The interaction force, that is nuclear force, is assumed to be a short-range one tending to saturation. Thus, nuclear force is similar to that of intermolecular force of attraction in a liquid drop. Nuclear force is independent of charge and spin of the nucleons. Behavior of nucleus is comparable to that of a liquid drop. Comparing nucleus with liquid drop. Liquid drop consists of large number of molecules, whereas nucleus consists of nucleons. In both liquid drop and nucleus, density is independent of size or nuclear size. They both liquid drop nucleus are homogeneous and incompressible. Liquid drop shows intermolecular force of attraction, which is short range force with saturation nature. In case of nuclear force is attraction. In case of nucleus, nuclear force is attraction, which is a short range force with saturation nature. Liquid drop is spherical due to surface tension, whereas nucleus also exhibits surface tension. In liquid drop, large liquid drop captures a small droplet to form a compound drop. In case of nucleus, large nucleus captures a small projectile to form a compound nucleus. In liquid drop, large drop when excited breaks into smaller droplets, whereas heavy nucleus when excited breaks into smaller nuclei. In liquid drop, small droplets fuse together to form a larger drop, whereas in nucleus, lighter nuclei fuse together to form a heavier nucleus. In liquid drop, excited liquid drop may de-excite by cooling or evaporation. In case of nucleus, excited compound nucleus may de-excite by gamma rays emission or by emission of particles. Let's see advantages of liquid drop model. It provides basis for the equation of Wiesaker for calculating the accurate binding energies of nuclei and hence their atomic masses. Radioactive decay could be predicted correctly by this model. It could be explained nuclear fission reaction. It explains the mechanism of low energy nuclear reaction. It predicts alpha and beta emission properties, capable of explaining nuclear properties in excited state. Liquid drop model has few limitations. The periodicity in nuclear properties at magic numbers of protons and neutrons does not find any satisfactory explanation in this model, that is, fails to explain magic numbers. It fails to explain the stability of heavy nucleids. This model is not consistent with the pp and nn pairing effects which are prominently observed in stable nuclei. The model ignores independent motions of nucleons, magnetic moment effects, etc. The application of model is limited to the nuclei with medium mass. Bohr-Wheeler theory of nuclear fission. The liquid drop model can explain the phenomenon of nuclear fission. A liquid drop model has a spherical shape due to internal molecular forces responsible for surface tension. On applying a large external force, the sphere may changes into an ellipsoid. If the external force is sufficiently large, ellipsoid may change into a dumbbell shape and may even break at the narrow end into two portions. According to Bohr-Wirral theory, the nucleus behaves like a liquid drop. When the nucleus captures a neutron falling on it, it forms a compound nucleus which is highly energetic. The extra energy may set up a series of rapid oscillation in the spherical compound nucleus labeled as A, as shown in the figure. As a result of this oscillation, the shape of nucleus may change at time from spherical to ellipsoidal, labeled as B, in the same figure. If the extra energy is large, oscillations may be so violent that stage C and ultimately the stage D may approach. The nucleus is now dumbbell shaped, and both parts of the dumbbell, which are not necessarily of equal size, carry positive charge. The energy required to change the nucleus from stage A to stage D is called as nuclear fission barrier. The nucleus is now in critical stage because once stage D is reached, the final fission in two fragments, stage E, is inevitable on accounts of repulsion between these two fragments. Thank you.